everyone, today's video is going to be my current everyday makeup routine and also my hair. Just basically on a day-to-day basis, whether I'm going out to the shops or on a day where I need to put makeup on and look presentable, this is kind of the look that I've been going for. The first thing I'm going to do, as always, is just grip my hair back. I honestly don't know how people do the makeup with the hair in front of the face. It drives me insane. So I'm just going to rock this look for a little while. I'm going to start off with my Rimmel Match Perfection Concealer. So I just go in with this. I'm using the Real Techniques sculpting brush to do this. Just to buff this in. For my base, this might seem a little bit extreme, but at the moment I've really been enjoying mixing two foundations, and you completely do not have to do this. I love both of these on their own. The only reason I've been mixing them is because this one at the moment is a little bit too light for me. This is the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum, and I wear the shade 52, and then this one is a little bit too dark, and this is the Max Factor Face Finity All Day Flawless, and I use beige 55. The reason I love them both together is because this one's a really long lasting foundation. It's a really nice gel texture. This one is a 3-in-1 foundation, so it's a primer, concealer and a foundation in one. It just means on an everyday basis I don't have to worry about primer because this kind of has everything in one product, and it is a really good foundation. So I just put maybe one pump of this on the back of my hand, and then one pump of this one, and then I do a bit of mixy swirly swirly, and then I just start applying it to my face. A lot of trucks and lorries going past our house today. I also don't know what this is. Does it look like a heat spot or a bite? It's a little bit inconvenient, and I've got a spot down here that refuses to disappear. So once I think I've blended it all in, I just go back and look in the magnifying part of my mirror, see if there's any areas that need any extra blending. Then I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Instant Anti-Age, the Eraser Eye Perfect and Cover Concealer, and it looks like this. It comes with quite a cute little sponge applicator, which I don't know if it's that hygienic, but it is quite nice. Before I do my under eyes, I'm just going to cover this blemish here. I'll try to. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of this under my eyes, and then I'm going to blend this in with a Zoeva Face Shape brush, which is probably my favourite brush ever to use for blending in concealer under the eye. That's my base done, and I like to leave it to sink into the skin as long as possible and just kind of settle to where it wants to go before I powder. Then I normally do my eyebrows, and today I am using the No. 7 Beautiful Brow Pencil, and this is actually, I think they've changed the kind of like the style of this. It's now one of the waxy twist up pencils rather than the wooden traditional pencils, which is probably better, but this one's quite old now. I'm just trying to use it up because the next thing I'm going to use is my Kiko eyeshadow stick, and this one is in the shade 06. These are just so easy for every day. Honestly, I just literally swipe it all over my eyelid in a really messy kind of fashion. This is a Real Techniques angled shadow brush, and I'd literally just blend it out. And it's fine just on its own. I find I don't need to put a eyeshadow in my crease or anything like that. Not for every day anyway, I just kind of like it on its own. And it's so easy to work with. And at the moment I'm using the CoverGirl Lash Blast 24-hour mascara, and I got this in America. CoverGirl is a brand that I think is only available in America and also Ireland, but they are the sister company of Maybelline, I think, or is it Max Factor? Might be Max Factor. One of those anyway, I'm sure. If you know, then please let me know in the comments. It's great for every day because it's quite effortless to put on. It doesn't look too much, but it also gives quite a nice effect. I'm going to powder next, and the one that I've really been enjoying using at the moment is the Rimmel Stay Matte, and I really have only been powdering my T-zone area because I do quite like to have that kind of fresh looking skin look, and this can be a bit heavy if you apply too much. So I literally just apply a little bit just to kind of set my under eye concealer and also to prevent my nose and forehead from being shiny throughout the day. Then I'm going to just add a little bit of bronzer, and this is the L'Oreal Paris bronzer in the, it's called Glam Bronze, and I've got the shade 00. I put off using this for ages because I thought I'd picked up the wrong colour, and then now I've just been using it every day and I really like it. I'm going to do blusher next, and this one that I'm using is the NYX blush in the shade Coral Dream, and it looks like this. It's just a perfect coral colour. For some reason at the moment I've really been enjoying using highlighter, and it's not a step that I used to do every single day, but at the moment I just really like using it. I think it just makes me look a bit more awake and just gives kind of like an extra something to the skin. So today I'm going to use the Glow by Topshop. So I'm just going to take that on the tops of my cheekbones and also in the corners of my eyes. I've just switched on my curlers because I always leave my lipstick till last, because I'm kind of like swishing hair around in my face and everything like that. So I'm just going to give it a quick brush through. If I'm not wearing my hair, sometimes I wear it where it's straight with a little bit of bounce at the bottom just to give it a bit more volume, and I do that with my straighteners. But the quickest way that I find to do my hair is by using this. This is the Mark Hill Magic Wand. Just divide it into two, and then I grab a section. When at the moment I've really been enjoying it in kind of like quite big loose curls. So once I've wrapped it round, I just hold it for a few seconds. You can kind of see it's just a little bit wavy. So I grab another section. I place the wand on top of the band of hair that I'm doing, the section of hair, and I literally just wrap it round. For some reason my camera just decided it was going to stop filming for a second, but I've just let that one out and you can see the effect that it has. Then what I usually do is, although I do like them in quite thick sections, I always keep the front bit of my hair separate and do that on its own. So I usually get about 3 sections out of it, and then the front bit. And again I just put it on top, wrap it round. And I don't hold these ones at the front for as long. So as you can see, it's just giving my hair a little bit of bounce and wave. So just come closer again just to put my lipstick on, and then we've finished. The lipstick that I've been using at the moment is actually one of my really old favourites, and this is a Maybelline Colour Sensational lipstick in the colour 620 Pink Brown. Thank you so much for watching, and any ideas, remember, just leave them down below in the comment section. I will list everything that I've used in the description box, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye! Very good and stretchy. They've got pockets, and this is the print of them. So they're quite loose and baggy, so I think they'll be really nice and cool in the summer. And I just think they'll just be really easy to throw on, to dress up, dress down, and I just really like them. I was really drawn to the print, and I just can't help thinking what lipstick colour I'm going to wear with these.